Fetty Potter, a YouTuber, a skateboarder, and an ex-employee for Braille Skateboarding, one of the largest YouTuber skateboarding channels on YouTube right now, was falsely accused of sexually assaulting a girl. So it all started with Fetty Potter being outside of the house of the mother, and it states that Fetty is outside my house with the Oakland police because he came and picked up my 14-year-old daughter for a date while I was at work. He is a 26-year-old pervert that should not represent any company aimed at young children. Ask him where he was today. So after this all went down, Fetty Potter ended up responding to the mom. The mother ends up coming out and posting this, saying this is the apology I was given when Jason Semmel raped my 14-year-old daughter. He was fired. Neither his employer, Braille Skate, or himself told anyone what happened. They just dropped him from a channel with 5 million viewers with no explanation. This led to my family receiving daily hate and death threats simply because we choose to let you all know the truth. The public deserves the truth as he is attempting to be a public figure. Why are you also mad at me for wanting him to be honest? His apology from Fetty Potter says, I realized I should have reached out long ago. I'm sorry for that. I was scared and ashamed. I'm also sorry for the pain and worry I caused you when your daughter messaged me. I truly did believe she was 20. I would never intentionally have a relationship or even engage in flirtation with anyone under 18. I was foolish not to ask more questions or to see an ID. This has been a hard lesson for me. I've lost my job, received numerous death threats, and I lost a sponsor. I'm not asking for any sympathy, just letting you know I'm not taking this lightly and it hasn't been easy. I'm going to take time off to fully heal my jaw and decide what in life is truly important to me again. I'm sorry this situation ever occurred to me, not my intention to ever create this pain. The mother then posted Jason Semmel is a 27-year-old who was fired from Braille Skate because he sexually assaulted my 14-year-old daughter twice during a nearly month-long relationship. He admitted to his boss and myself using the excuse he thought she was 20. It is for him to come clean to his followers so they will stop harassing my family. Braille states, hello, I wanted to reach out to you and let you know we have been looking into the situation and let Jason Semmel go from our employee. While he maintains his thoughts your daughter was 20, his actions do not represent the message or spirit of our company. We have urged him to reach out to you, take responsibility, and resolve this. We are sorry for what has happened and understand it has been a terrible time for all involved. This post says that Jason Semmel responded when he called the Oakland Police Department last Wednesday when he was discovered picking up a 14-year-old child. That apparently that at the time her and the father didn't have enough information because the police allowed 26-year-old Jason to leave. The daughter has since confided in the mother and the truth that's ongoing sexual relationship and all the evidence has been given to the police. I will continue to push for justice for my 14-year-old child and I apologize to anyone that doesn't agree with the way I'm going to about handling it. I pray that no one ever has to go through this and see that there is no correct parental response when a 26-year-old man has overstepped all boundaries and may now gotten your child pregnant and given her an incurable STD. And Fetty Potter posted this publicly stating that you may have heard or not, but on Wednesday this girl who told me that she was 20 invited me via Snapchat to hang out. So we hung out at a park, walked around, and talked. Then I drove her home. Some guy pulled her out of my car, took my phone, called the cops, telling them that I kidnapped her. Cops came. I told them what happened. She then told the cops that she's 21. The guy was saying she was 15, so I don't know at this point how old she is. Then the cops asked me a whole bunch of questions. Then they told me to block her. They told Fetty to block her and cut all contact. Then I left. Her mom is very upset and accusing me of inappropriate behavior. I understand her concern as a mom, but I had no intentions of ever meeting up with someone underage. Please don't attack her on Instagram. I've learned my lesson and never want to go through anything like this again. The mom then notices that Fetty has the mom blocked, but not the 14-year-old daughter that he raped, and we're told by the police to block. Keep trolling my family with your videos and songs. The video is coming. The truth will be told. You are a 6'6" man, Jason Femmel. And it says, I thought you were supposed to have this account blocked, bro. Didn't the police tell you to block this account the same day you raped my daughter? Don't worry, the video will be out soon, and everyone will know everything. You want to see her so bad. Here's a taste of what's coming for your chomo ass. So Fetty lied not only to the police but also to his fans and the public because in his post here it states that he met up with her on Wednesday and that was the only time they hung out and that he thought that she was 21 but she was actually 15 or 14 and that he was supposed to cut all contact but then he never blocked her. He actually lied to the officers and said that that was the first time he met her on September 11th, but it says here that the mom found photos on August 28th. It says Jason Semmel told police on the 9th of 11th that he had just met my 14-year-old daughter and that he had only walked and talked with her in the park, but that is not the truth. They had been in a romantic relationship since August 2019. So he lied to the police. The mom even found messages and photos on the daughter's cell phone showing hickeys between between Fetty and the daughter, and it goes between Jason and the daughter. LOL, big hickeys. LMAO, sorry. Laugh loud. Let me see. And then it's like, are you though? Okay, well, one sec. And then Jason's like, dang. And then she's like, it's all good. Makeup and leave my hair down. And Jason Semmel's like, LOL. And then there's also like messages of her actually responding and calling him daddy, and he's all mad and upset because people are calling him out for giving her hickeys, and there's actually photos of him with hickeys as well too. The mother ends up posting, raping my 14-year-old daughter wasn't enough. Now you want to make videos, songs, and tweets about taking everything from me, lol. And she puts petty threats from a pedo. And this is the thing, is that Fetty Potter tweeted saying, I dare you to keep trying to ruin and run my name into the dirt. I'll take everything you own. And now he's actually trying to sue the family. So the mom ended up getting this document from the lawyer basically stating that she's being sued for defamation and slander. I'll basically sum it up. It states that it has been brought to our attention that you have been engaging in spreading false, destructive, and defamative rumors or remarks about our client, Jason Semmel, which you have made and posted on social media, including YouTube and Instagram. The allegations surround rumors that Mr. Semmel dated, met, and or raped a 14-year-old girl. Please be advised that these allegations were presented. This is important. Listen, by the way, these were presented to the Alameda County District Attorney's Office, and upon their investigation, the case was rejected under Code I-7E in the interest of justice, and no charges against Mr. Semmel were filed. And you are hereby directed to immediately cease and desist all defamation of Jason Semmel's character and reputation, and not to post or direct any third parties to post any negative comments or reviews on social media, websites, or other written, digital, or media of any description regarding Jason Semmel. Your actions were and continue to be reckless and have continued damaging effect upon Mr. Semmel. If you do not immediately comply with the cease and desist demand, Mr. Semmel is entitled to seek monetary damages and equitable relief for your defamation from. In the event you fail to meet this demand, please be advised that Mr. Semmel will pursue all available legal remedies, including seeking monetary damages, injunctive relief, and in order that you pay any and all court costs and attorney fees incurred by this firm during a pandemic, by the way. So because the Alameda County District Attorney's Office decided that upon their investigation, that the case was rejected, I think they should have just submitted it regardless, and it's the judge's and the jury's decision if he's innocent or not. It's not their decision. And the thing is that he lied multiple times to the police, and there's photos showing that he also lied and that he was in a relationship with her for more than a month or two prior. So basically, because Fetty Potter lied to the police and their investigation didn't conclude anything, he's pretty much innocent, and that's the reason why he's now going to sue the family and whoever for slander and defamation for talking about this incident. What I don't get is the police literally let Freddy get a jail out of free card. And the only reason why I think they did this and they didn't want to investigate it and actually like throw charges on him and arrest him is because he's connected to Braille skateboarding, which is connected to Scientology and like a bunch of kids. And if this ended up happening and getting charges, it would actually, everybody would be reporting it. And then it would just look really bad and horrible for everybody involved on their end, like Fetty Potter, Braille, and they don't want that. Like obviously that would make even California look bad. So, I'm just, this is my personal opinion that obviously, I think somebody else outside of California should conclude their own investigation on this, because you never know that there could be some biasm in the case, because a lot of the times police don't want to pursue charges because they don't want to ruin somebody's life over their first incident. He did lie to the police, and there's all these evidence, but I guess the police concluded it and says the case is closed and he's innocent. So now Fetty Potter can sue everyone for defamation of character. And now, thanks to the police concluding their case, you can literally get everything online talking about this deleted, covered up, even like the channels deleted. And that's crazy. It's just a complete cover up, and now he can sue everybody and make money off of it. And it just blows my mind that the police literally let this guy get away with a crime, and now he's basically making a victim again out of this family 3 times. But I guess, you know what? He's innocent, so the family actually made him a victim, and now he's finally getting his justice. But my question to him is when he goes to court, to this family, is he willing to take a lie detector test to prove that he wasn't lying and that he was telling the truth, well, I don't know. I would say $100, $1,000, he would say no. So, anyways, that's just my own personal opinion. Who knows? Fetty might even get back on Braille after all this. You know, I mean, he might actually prove his innocence after all. So far, it seems like he is, but I would like him to take a lie detector test, and I'm pretty sure the family would too. And this is the thing, is the girl hasn't spoken out or said anything, and pretty soon, apparently, the girl is supposed to make a video explaining and exposing and telling the whole truth about everything that happened. But even then, the police don't care. They concluded their investigation in California, and he's a free and innocent man. But I suggest maybe somewhere else investigates it. But as of from now, right now, he's an innocent man, and anyone who states that he did anything is accusing him, falsely slandering him, defaming him. So yeah, he didn't do anything. He's an innocent man. She lied to him. They concluded it, and it doesn't matter what he said. Doesn't matter the photos. Doesn't matter anything. The police concluded it, and that's the case. And the case is he's innocent and he's free man.